This episode is recorded for the BarbersRide 2025 from Captain Fawcett HQ in Norfolk. We are helping them promote Make-A-Wish Foundation. They are raising money for this amazing charity. Please listen to the episode, comment, and more importantly, donate.
I think it's really important to give things back, but for me, Captain Fawcett is not ultimately about the bottom line. It's about the journey.
I've had people that have come in and they want to tell me all sorts of things about what they've been doing. And I've literally had a guy walk into the shop, tears in his eyes, and just gave me a hug before he said anything.
And we've always been this kind of safe space. I don't know if that happens when you drop your dry cleaning.
Because when you're on your own, even if there's other bikes with you, you'll experience it. You've got so much time to sort of think. And, I'm not saying it's spiritual, but it's really, it's cathartic.
Hi, welcome to the Noble Barber podcast. I'm Anthony Laban, and we'll be talking to various people in the industry who've made it and their journey and how they got here. Talking honest, cutting through the crap, and making sure your story and their story is heard to help your business and hopefully mine. If you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button, and I hope you enjoy this episode.
Hi there. I'm Anthony Laban. Welcome to another episode of the Noble Barber podcast. I am here at Captain Fawcett HQ in Norfolk with the right-hand man himself and with Jimmy Deere talking really about BarbersRide 2025. The ninth one, is that right?
Ninth one, yes. You caught us literally at the end of day one of the ninth one, and we are all completely
We are here at your amazing museum. So
I think we've ridden 220 miles today, but the real long way around, and we've had lots of adventures, haven't we, mate?
And lots of weather.
Lots of weather, heat, rain, virtually everything. Yeah, biblical, man, biblical.
Amazing. Can we go back to the first one? What started it off?
Well, the first one, how it actually came about, Xavier was retelling the story today. It was one of those barber bashes, and it was in London. There was a very kind of shallow stage there, and Xavier was at that point the UK rosal importer, and they had all the barbers on there. And I was talking to Joth Davies from Savills, and we just got talking, and this guy said, "Listen, man, there's no room in here. Can you get off the stage?" But Joth suddenly said, "Hi, let me introduce you." And we're both keen motorcyclists. We got to talk about motorbikes, and really, really interesting. Jenna, who works at Captain Fawcett and does all the marketing, an absolutely fantastic PR lady. So she had come from Harley Davidson, and she'd been working with GQ, and we wanted to do something with GQ, visiting various barbershops around the UK. So we got talking about this, and then it transpired that Colin Petrie from Hard Grind, Luca Chitty, and another guy were already planning. Whether they would have done it or not, no offense, guys, but whether they actually would have done it, we're actually planning to do a bit of a trip around the UK visiting barbershops themselves. Stupid to do two things. So we decided to combine it. So the founders of BarbersRide, Colin Petrie from Hard Grind, Xavier Beryl, and me.
Wonderful. And here we are 9 years later.
Yeah.
£180,000 plus raised for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
183 today. Well, originally we started with the Great Ormond Street Hospital. Then the second year, because people come from all over the country. In fact, they're coming from Germany and Spain now, but from all over the country. So we did Great Ormond Street Hospital one year. Then we thought we'd better do something for the north of England. So we did Alder Hey. And there was a little bit of fuss about Alder Hey, I think. Yeah. It's very, very difficult. And we decided the best thing was just to go for Make-A-Wish.
Amazing. And Jimmy, you got involved a couple of years ago. This is your second
last year. Last year when we did Holland and Germany. Yeah. I already knew about it anyway because
I'd been to see you about setting up one of your shops beforehand.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, because Zav come down and he saw the bike and stuff and was talking me through everything and it sounded great.
Because when you were at Creswell, was it Creswell Barbers?
Yeah, it was at Creswell's. Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, so originally came to see you because you were going to host the night there, didn't you?
Yeah. That's how we got in because I was chatting to you and I said we'll host it.
Yeah.
And then you had it at Creswell's. I wasn't there at the time, but you guys turned up and you had like beer and everything all sorted
Mexican
out.
food is really good, yeah.
Yeah, really good. Yeah, so that's like to be fair, I don't even remember that bit.
No. It's a thing called age.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Love it.
Exactly. But yeah, it was good.
and now back domestic, back national rather than international.
Yeah, because I think
year.
what the idea is to do like a foreign one every other year. I think they did Ireland one year, to do a foreign one year, and then just to keep it real, because it's meant to be accessible for absolutely everybody. It doesn't matter what you ride, you'll be riding. I mean, providing it's kind of safe, and road legal, but it doesn't have to be some highfalutin, really expensive super bike or Harley. It's open for everybody. And the other thing that really, really I'm so pleased about is this. BarbersRide comes obviously from BarbersRide. BarbersRide have sponsored us from the very beginning. They don't even want a t-shirt. They've been giving us a $3,000 donation cash every single year. So that's where we've got. And then lots of other companies that could be considered as possibly competitors. I mean, I haven't got any time for that, but I mean, competitors in the industry all pull together. So it's like we've got Rosa, we've got Mataki Scissors, we've got Uppercut, we've got American Crew. We've had Depot in the past. We've had all kinds of people. And it's all about the children, and it's really good. And all these companies actually sponsor and give huge amounts of products, which then can be auctioned off or given as part of the riders' goodie bags, which is something we've actually stopped doing now. But it's just grown from strength to strength. As I've said, even now there's sort of German one. Australia's been, well, that was pre-COVID, Australia. I mean, I can really see this event, growing.
Australia would be banging.
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
I was going to say 10th anniversary, 10th ride next year.
Yeah.
Will that be an international one? Or do you...
Might well be. We're not really sure what we're doing, because we've done a lot of the organising, and there's a huge amount of work goes into putting together any kind of charitable trip. Now, lots of companies they don't necessarily make money out of it, but they will take their fees for all the work that they are doing. So I'm not going to name any particular charities, but not every penny that you donate actually ends up with a charity, because there are legitimate running costs. What we've done has to date is completely absorbed all those costs. I mean, tonight we've laid on our whole bar. Captain Fawcett paid for absolutely everything, but everything that's sold will actually go to Make-A-Wish. And that's not a problem, because we can all donate things.
Yeah.
But it's the amount of time. I mean, the logistics of organising the donations, of organising the route. And, people need to be able to pick up and do a bit more, because you get lots of people coming on, I'll pay my 160 quid. They've got no idea how much more goes into it. So it's a huge amount of work.
No, I mean, we got here a good few hours ago, and all your wonderful team of people have been looking after us and pointing. And obviously we're here on a Sunday. This building would normally be turned off, locked down and shut, but your team were all wandering around shaking buckets, very happy. The atmosphere and the positivity is glorious.
Well, the Captain Fawcett team, any business is only really as good as its team. And that's actually what we're doing this year as well. We've created these really beautiful wooden plaques. A friend of mine who worked on Memphis Belle, it looks like one of those kind of really, really beautiful things. And we're going around to each company and saying thank you very much for your sponsorship
They do
today.
it very well, don't they?
Very well. Yeah, I remember you talking about it at the AGM as well.
Yeah, aren't they
stunning? Trying to describe what it was you were going to do as well. We're like, we're going to have this, and it's going to be a plaque, and it's going to be...
Well, Lynn Harley Davidson have been a sponsor from the very beginning, and we gave it to the guy yesterday. Make-A-Wish were actually at there yesterday, and he was just absolutely chuffed.
He was shocked as well. He went, what?
It's really beautiful made. Anyway, so that's what we're doing. So we're going to be at Uppercut, we'll be at Rose, or giving them their plaques and thanks.
But that's the great thing about the industry, is it does get really involved in so many things. And lots of company do, but as Captain Fawcett, you guys have involved yourself and thrown yourself in so much community stuff for the industry and charity stuff outside of it.
I think it's really important to give things back, and a business, you obviously have to make enough money to, because everyone is working. We've all got mortgages and rents or HP and things to pay. But for me, Captain Fawcett is not ultimately about the bottom line. It's about the journey, because life, and it's really there are parallels there with a road trip. I'm doing these huge trips in the States. I just did one 7,500 miles in 30 days and things. But see, the road goes forever on. Tolkien wrote about the road, really, the road having no beginning and no end, but we do. So our time on the road is, we don't know how long it is. So you really got to enjoy the journey, because you really don't know when it's going to end.
Yeah, no, gorgeous. The American trip's a whole different episode in
Oh,
itself,
yeah,
mate.
yeah.
That was amazing.
I go back next Thursday.
Oh,
Another 5,000 miles. I've got to do the top bit. Yeah.
oh, please! If you don't already follow Richie, follow the American Dream. It's amazing. Is
there anything you can follow it on?
Yeah, it's the Polar Steps. You can follow, and I write a blog every day, and I take photographs, and it's a lot of, because when you're on your own,
we'll put some links in the episode when it comes out for you, because it's really worth charting. But
because when you're on your own, you get that. Even if there's other bikes with you, I mean, you'll experience it. You have so much time to sort of think, and it's, I'm not saying it's spiritual, but it's really, it's cathartic.
Yeah.
You
get some real clarity.
Yeah,
when you're riding, and you just switch off.
What was it that drew you in, apart from being? You told us how you were invited and how you heard about it.
Yeah.
What was the pull? What made you kind of go, you know what, I'm going to take a week out of my life. I'm going to sit on my bike. Had you done that sort of bike ride before?
Never.
Yeah, that's quite. I mean, it's a feat,
absolutely
man.
Never. No.
I mean, as a barber, just sitting down for 9 hours is bad enough. Controlling a motorbike for 9 hours.
Well, we started at 8 this morning. It's now 8 at night, and we've done 220 miles. We've got another 5 days of this.
Wow.
And it's regimented as well, isn't it? It's like kickstands up at 8, and then we're on the road all day.
Briefing at 7:45. It has to be quite, because then you follow a pattern so you don't lose people at junctions, and you have to ride safely. But it is become, it's like we can go through cities now. It's like a snake.
Oh, amazing.
And we had a couple of newbies today, so that was rather interesting. We lost a few people from that's it.
Lost them from the ride, not permanently.
No, they're back.
Gone, may they
as soon as they smelt the chips, they suddenly turned up again.
Love it. And you're hosting the Southampton stopover.
Yes. Everybody at Ironborn Barbershop is currently running about, making sure everything's ready and putting it all together as we speak.
Excellent.
And by the time we get there, everything will be ready. We've got a barbecue, we've got drinks, we've got music, and we've got a huge space to plant all the bikes. And then also we've spent God knows how long promoting it in the community as well. So it's not actually just the barbers that are coming in and are going to eat all the food and drink all the drink. We've actually got the local community. So we've got loads of people coming, and they're all just going to come down. So hopefully they're going to be there by the time we get there. And it's what, like you said, everyth's it's a community, that community spirit. So we've got the community involved.
It adds fundraising as well. People get to know about it. And your barbershop particularly, people, there's a barbershop there, but now it's actually in.
But that's the bit. I always think, the really successful barbershops in every area are the ones that really embrace that, are part of the community.
Absolutely.
And we've met and interviewed and chatted to so many people who have opened themselves up to either men's mental health, or they've opened themselves up to neurodiversity, or whichever hat fits well with their company. And I don't know if there's any other industries or any other shops on the high street that are anything other than a shop. Most of them are shops. They're shops.
Yeah.
We seem to be so much more as stores. We're so much more than our four walls.
Yeah.
And certainly something like, BarbersRide, and you having, the community are not going to miss. How many bikes are on that ride?
Well, it's 40.
Yeah, you got 40 bikes parked up on a Southampton high street with a barbecue blaring up, and these are things that absolutely highlight and spot out your business as something that makes it special.
Yeah, because you get the local radio, local TV, local newspapers and things, and in the end, of course, it helps promote your position in that high street and your business.
Yeah, and we've got local businesses turning up as well. We've got local motorbike shops turning up. We've got uppercuts obviously going to come down, but we're going to them first, but they ain't going to come to us. And we've got a few little local businesses that are turning up as well. And I'm like, people have said to me as well, and they're like, can we do anything to help? And I'm like, you do whatever you want. Come down, put up banners. Like, if you're a local business, come down, do whatever you want. It's an opportunity, not just for us to be, get involved in the community, but for all the other businesses in Southampton to get involved as well,
Which is special. I mean, you've known barbers longer than I have, and you know barbers from across the world. it's the same blood running through so many of them, isn't it? It really
is,
do
yeah,
feel
so
like
it is,
they reach out past their front doors, and they
Yeah.
do. We really are an amazing industry, and the really successful ones are the ones that really succeed at that
Yeah.
really put themselves out there.
It's about putting yourself out.
Putting yourself, yeah.
But I mean, you get so intertwined in people's lives, you know, and you see people on a regular basis, and you know about all of their struggles, you know about all of their successes, and then you get wrapped up in their lives. And as soon as you see them again, it's like, oh, how did this go? And what you've been doing with this? And, you know, I've had people that have come in and they want to tell me all sorts of things about what they've been doing. And I've had other people that have been, you know, down on their luck. And I've literally had a guy a few months ago walk into the shop, tears in his eyes, and just gave me a hug before he said anything. And then after that, it was, okay, what's going on? What's happening? You know? And you get wrapped up in these people's lives. And like you said, you don't know if there's any other industries that have a similar thing.
I just can't think about, I mean, you know, I have guys that come in that I only know because I cut their hair, but I've been cutting their hair a long time, who I've almost counseled them to the point of encouraging them to get divorced because I've heard how miserable their relationship is. That have turned around to me and kind of gone, oh, you know, I just never get a chance to talk to anyone like this. All my friends make a judgment call on me. And we've always been this kind of safe space. I don't know if that happens when you drop your dry cleaning off. Do you know what I mean?
I'm not sure.
I've never seen a dry cleaning firm doing a local community fundraiser. You know, it just doesn't seem to happen. It seems to be barbers, maybe hairdressing salons, but it's our industry kind of draws people that see past business.
But maybe bartenders, maybe pubs, you know, local little pubs. Probably the only other industry I can think of that has the same kind of community.
And we do it without any alcohol.
9 years free now. But this morning we had a wonderful thing. So one of the riders, his mum was 90 and she'd moved out of Aylsham or Aylesbury or wherever it was, and she'd moved into a village in Norfolk. And we stopped at their village hall, and they'd all laid on cream teas and china cups, and it was all laid out. So we all pulled there, and there was all these little old ladies running around giving us tea, and there was all these hairy bikers and tatted guys, and it was fantastic. Yeah. And they were raising money for Make-A-Wish, part of that.
Oh, that's incredible.
Yeah, it was good, wasn't it?
No, I think it absolutely floors me constantly about the community of our industry and how it runs, and so hugely well done for it, mate. Absolutely amazing. And
well, it's
hopefully by the end of this week you'd have broken through. Presumably the goal is to break the 200,000.
I'm really hoping for 210, 220.
Amazing.
But I'll be happy with 200 because that's a big figure.
Yeah.
It's a lot of money.
It's a huge amount of money. And, you know, for 40 hairy bikers to sit on their asses for 9 hours to raise
we started with about 6. I think the first ride was 6 or 7 bikes.
Yeah,
but we definitely don't make it easy though.
No, it's not meant to be easy, because you do feel at the end of it, it does build this phenomenal camaraderie, and by the end of it, these guys have become buddies, and they may not have even met each other before. And it is that kind of.
I didn't last year. In fact, I'd never met Glyn before, and he booked all the hotels for us. And I just paid him half the money. I'd never spoken to him before in my life. And then I even said to my girlfriend, I was like, oh, I'm going around Holland and Germany and staying in a room with a guy I'd never met. Barely even spoken to.
Always the best way to get around Holland and Germany is to spend the night. Is to spend the night with men you've never met and only pay for half the room.
It's not my idea of fun, but anyway.
Oh, it's very monogamous. It's just the one man. It's just the one man.
So, talk to me about Ironborn, though. How long have you had the store there?
So, 2.5 years now.
And you stock, presumably, you stock a bit of Captain Fawcett?
He will be.
I didn't realise I was contrived in part of the sales pitch.
Richie come down the other week because we got a shelf for him, and he got it in Southampton, and he come into the shop and stuff like that, and then we went for a coffee, and then he was like, we need to get you stocking Captain Fawcett. I was like, yeah, okay.
But it's not about that. I mean, there's different barbershops, and there's different people like different brands, and it depends on the style of the shop.
So you only met himself really via the BarbersRide?
Yes.
Yeah,
a few shows.
We've been at shows and stuff, and we met during show. I mean, to be fair, I've actually used the mustache wax for decades now.
Some of the best moustache wax in the world.
Yeah, that's it. As you can see,
You
this
get
is held
caught,
up.
though. This is the problem with you, Richie.
I'm sorry.
I got Ricky telling me all about his Backy and Booze aftershave, and
Booze
that's
and
it. I can't stop. I'm hooked now.
But let me tell you, the first tin is free.
Oh, I didn't know. You know, I came back from meeting these guys and talking about it. And on the train on the way back to London, I bought myself a bottle. I bought myself a bottle on the way back to London, and I love it. So it is one of those for. It's not going to be the Captain Fawcett show, but we are in your amazing building, and your products are.
The other perfumes are available.
To be fair, I went to Brighton a couple of years ago, and I left my mustache wax at home, and I text Richie and I said, Richie, I'm in Brighton. Where stocks your mustache wax? So I need to grab one. And he sent me a text back and sent me to a barber shop in Brighton, and I ducked in there and bought some mustache wax, and the whole day was saved.
So how have you enjoyed owning your barbershop then? 2.5 years.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, it's a natural progression for a lot of people anyway. I've got some really, really good barbers that work with me as well. And we've created a very kind of sort of friendly atmosphere.
It's
so
a great looking building, though. I mean, you've done a great job with it. I was just saying to you as we met that I'd had a quick snoop on his Insta, and it's a good looking store, isn't it?
Some say good looking, some say weird, but either way, it works.
Well, I guess it is. But, I guess
He's got loads of posters and stuff from the Harley shop. The trouble is, they're too big.
Oh, that is massive,
isn't it?
That is huge. Yeah.
Probably
although I think the frame is most of that picture.
Yeah.
But I've no idea where I'm going to put it. It was just one of the
local
things
Harley
we'd
shop
salvaged.
closed.
Yeah, the Harley shop closed, and we'd kind of salvaged some bits and pieces. And
so you are always a bit of a biker at heart. It's always
my dad used to race bikes, and he rides. My brother rides, and I ride, and he's ridden my bikes as well. And and we've been out all sorts of places. We went up to Sammy Miller's not that long ago.
Oh, it's brilliant now,
he's got a little museum there. Bike museum is incredible, and I got a really nice cafe there as well. To be fair, we went down there for breakfast. It was good, really good.
And you've ridden forever, haven't you?
I have very long. I rode before I could even drive. In fact, Jack, my son, he was with us for the first time. He's joined us, and he rode before he could walk because he used to come out with me in his sidecar.
Love it. Well, I mean, we've spoken many times, and we talked about this building, but until you come into it, you don't realise and Luke said the same. It's like you just can't. You keep walking around and finding more to look at and more to see.
I've never been here before. This is my first time here, and one of the first things I said is that shaving mug. I said I've got one of those shaving mugs. It was my granddad's shaving mug that he gave me, which I keep in the shop. But he's gone now. But
I mean, that's the thing about shaving, or any kind of apparatus like this. You recognise things. Grandfather had one of those, and because so much of the stuff is disposable. But it's just lovely. It's a huge collection. Yeah. Definitely come and see the museum.
No, you really should. It really is quite amazing. But it is the depth of you, though. I mean, I've only known you really for about the last 18 months, 2 years. And we keep finding more and more things to talk about.
Most of it's true.
Most of it's true.
Yes, I think so. Yeah.
More interest. Are you going to continue your determination to be the most interesting man in the room?
Well, I don't know about that. But we'll see. I mean, there's some tales I could tell you, but I may get into trouble.
Oh, okay. I don't want to get you into trouble.
Save it for the bar later.
Yeah, save it for the bar later.
But the range has grown tremendously. We were just looking through it today, and the range is
well. It started with moustache wax, and then beard products, and then I was a bit worried. The fashion's a fickle friend; that could all go. So then I did shaving products, just in case people wanted to take the beard. Beards haven't gone away; they've got shorter, hair's got a bit longer. But then I did shaving products, and then the perfumes. And of course, now we do a full professional hair care range. Yeah. So.
And for you, retail's going okay?
Yes, it is. We sell into 48 countries. Right.
So I mean, we hear a lot of barbers complaining that retail doesn't work for us and we can't sell and it doesn't happen.
It's how you get how you manage that. I mean, there's a whole. I mean, you were talking to Sid earlier. He actually educates on how actually to turn that that haircut or that service actually how to effectively double the amount of money you're making by selling the products that you're
I was amazed. I read somewhere that the number one reason guys don't return to a barbershop is because they can't make the haircut look the same themselves.
Yeah.
Because they're going off and they're using a bit of stuff from Boots or something that was in the back of the cupboard and so on. So you actually are losing clients. But do you find this? Do you find your retail is something that your team struggle with, or is that something that you've got your head around?
No. Our team are really good at selling products. We've done workshops on sort of how to sell products, and how to not just try and push products on anyone, but there's ways.
It's that
and ways to go about
recommending,
it.
isn't it, to make sure?
Yeah, exactly. And it is really important for us and our barbershop in particular to educate the client on how to style their hair. There's no point. We're quite big. We're quite big on styles that work for your lifestyle, not just, oh, I've seen this in a magazine, this is what I want to get. It's like, well, actually, if you don't own a hairdryer, or if you get up like 5 minutes before you go get out the door, there's no point in doing all these kind of fancy styles. So we're really hot on trying to give people styles that fit their lifestyle and advice and how to care for their hair, how to how to style
I love how variety we've got to now with barbershops, and Fawcett pops up in all of them. That you'll turn up in, looking at the US trip, you'll turn up in tiny little traditional barbershops, right the way through to quite kind of
get off the bike, put on my brown coat,
emporiums, and there you are as well.
I remember once actually I pulled up at this. I was on the European tour, the one I did in 27 countries in 10 weeks, and I pulled up at this barbershop in Luxembourg, and I went in there, and I said to the guy, and I found a video, and I said to the guy, I said, I'm from Captain Fawcett. He said, I don't sell your products. I said, well, I've come to see your shop because I've heard it's a really interesting shop. He said, well, I've got 3. You can see this wasn't going particularly well. But anyway.
Your research is like mine.
He had a motorbike all up on the wall, and we got talking about bikes and stuff. And then we had a cup of coffee. I was there for over half an hour. And as I was leaving, he said, I don't sell Captain Fawcett products. And I was about to say, don't worry, mate. And he said, well, I will be selling it by 7 o'clock tonight.
Amazing.
Yeah, so it's about getting out there and doing your stuff.
Yeah, it is. I think, and it is the thing I've found with yourself and with Captain Fawcett is that you do reach out. You're really supportive. You're really interested. You're really engaged.
Well, I do that whole education stuff now. I mean, everyone's doing education because it's absolutely crucially important. But we work with Sid, and we've been traveling the world with Sid, Sid Sultan, and he's great.
No, a really good approach to it, and a really interesting factor of remembering that we're the experts and we're recommending the right thing for your look. Yeah. And it's easy to forget that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Cool. Guys, thank you so much for your time. I really understand that you've had such a long day. You've been amazing. It's been wonderful to be part of it. It's been fantastic to be here. Please keep an eye out. The BarbersRide.
It's actually finishing in Southport, and it's finishing at the Dan Ricks's barbershop. And it's going to various other barbershops. Look it up online. If you happen to be near one of the barbershops we're dropping into, please come and say hello. I think we're in
Ironbourne Barbershop.
But we will be, if we miss this and it's all over by the time we come out, we'll have lots of info underneath. We'll put lots of links. You can still make donations to Make-A-Wish.
By all means.
Please have a good look at Rich's journey across the US, which is really worth saying. And please, whether it's weird or beautiful, whichever word you want to use, do check out Ironbourne Barbers Southampton, because it's worth a look at the interior, if no other reason at all. Jimmy, thank you very, very much for your time.
Cheers.
Thank you, Richie. I've been Anthony Laban, and we've been the Noble Barber Podcast. Thanks very much.
Welcome to the Noble Barber Podcast. We're always looking for interesting people and interesting stories. If you know someone, or you are someone with a great story that you want to share, get in touch and come join me on the sofa. Thanks very much for listening. I hope you've enjoyed the episode, and we'll see you next time.